Alright, in the last video I showed where we had all of the plywood on the walls all the way around. Had it all caulked, the seams caulked at the floor, the ceiling, everywhere, all the way around. Now I've got it laid out. I'm going to start building this wall in the back that's going to kind of separate the inside from my little trunk area. We're going to keep a generator sitting. That's where the electrical stuff is. And once we put solar panels down the road, the batteries will be mounted back here and things like that. But we're also going to put an exterior door in here to where we can use that ramp right there as like a porch when it's leveled out. And we'll have an exterior door, which is in there. We'll have an exterior door with windows in it to, we'll be able to lock it and stuff, and that'll be right here. Right here, it'll be right here where you can look out. It's gonna be a 32-inch wide door. Right there's the door we're gonna install in there. But that'll be that back wall. Now right here you can see where I'm putting up actually 2x3s, and I decided not to do that. I need a lot of strength right there up and down, because you'll see later on they'll have E-tracks mounted on the inside of the wall for a bed track to move up and down. So I changed these out and put 4x4s and 2x4s instead of 2x3s in there. And this wall that I'm building is going to be fully insulated, just like the walls inside. So it'll be a fully insulated wall. You can see right here where I changed the 1x3s out and put in 4x4s, and then I've got a 2x4 on it. You can see where I changed them out to make it a lot sturdier. It will have a door installed right there with a lock and deadbolt, and then it'll have plywood like the rest of the walls all on the inside in here. But that door will be an exterior door that we can lock with a deadbolt and a knob. And the little area outside there, you can see where the panel box and stuff is. This will be eventually, when we get solar panels down the road, we'll put our batteries and stuff back here. We're going to build shelves back here, and we're going to store stuff back here. But this will be our trunk area, I guess, because this ramp, the way we built it, is it'll come up level, and it's going to be like a back porch. It'll be like a back porch. We can leave it down flat. It'll have stuff under it to level it out. And then this will be in a secured way to come in and out, or the side door over there. Now you can see where we got this wall framed up. Got the plywood on the inside, and we're putting the insulation on it right now. You can see where I put the 4x4s in. That's the frame for the door. You can see the plywood on the inside, and we have it sealed with caulk all around the edges, all the gaps. So it's ready to hang the door. All I gotta do now is I've got to actually cut the door down. I think there's 1.5 inches on the top, and I think 2¼ inches off the bottom. I've got to cut off. It's got a threshold built onto it. I've got to cut that completely off just to make it fit in here. If not, when you open the door, it's going to hit the top of the frame in the back. You can see all the walls in here. They're ready for shiplap, which that should be real time consuming getting that in. But let's get to working on the door. Alrighty, now we've got it insulated, got the walls in, got the door installed. Let's go in here and see what it looks like from the inside. It's just kind of in there. Got the plywood up. Now that is what it's supposed to look like. That's cool. See, there's not going to be any windows in this side, but that door's got plenty of windows to look out. The bed's going to be over here that folds out into a couch. Then there'll be a bed in the back that goes all the way across, but it'll raise all the way up close to the ceiling where you can still go under it to go out this door. That's the way it looks so far. We've got to put the plywood on the wall, take the door back out, put the plywood on the wall, and then put the door back on there, and that wall will be completed. This is a picture looking through the side walk-in door back to the back door where it goes out the back. You can see the back. This is about how much room we have. It's close to 24 inches across through there. We're going to put a few shelves and some stuff up here where we can store all of our stuff back here, generator, eventually batteries for the solar panels and stuff like that. But I guess people call this a trunk. So that's what it'll be. And this is our porch. It'll have stuff under it to level it up. And that'll be our porch. Okay, now today, we're gonna put the plywood on the outside of the door. And we gotta take this door out, which is just like 6 screws, like 2 up there, 2 over here, and 2 over here to take the door back out. And then put the plywood around it since it's been insulated. Go ahead and get that done. And then while I'm doing that, she's gonna start painting the inside to get it ready for the shiplap. Because all this is done, it's all sealed up, caulked up. And now it needs painted and shiplap put on it. Well, let's get to work. There's one piece of plywood up. You can see it's got kind of design in it, and we turn it to the outside. We got the piece over there on the left. Just have to finish putting screws in it, and then the little piece over the top, and it'll be done. You can see it on the inside. She started painting the wall, the gray, same as the gray on the floor, and she's gonna put white shiplap on it. And then you can see on the ceiling, it's gonna have like a white wash, but it's gonna be a light blue on the ceiling up there. So that's what she's decided to do on the top up there. It's a real pretty color. You'll see it here shortly. There's all the plywood up on the outside. Now I will caulk and seal it all the way around. I can put the door in, square it up, put it in there permanently where I don't have to take it back out. Okay, there it is. Plywood's on there. The door is in there. It shuts really well. I'm trying to voice over as much as I can to get that annoying fan sound out of here so you don't have to listen to that. But I wanted you to hear the door shut because I'm happy that door's in there. You can see inside, got some more of the walls painted. We just got to keep going around and then get them completely trimmed in. And then we can start working on the shiplap, getting it ripped 8 inches wide. You can see the door from the inside. We're really excited to get this much done and get that door up there. We're really happy about that. And once we get the shiplap up on the ceiling, I can put the can lights in there. All right. Got a little more light in there. Here it is, all painted. I'm gonna stand up in the nose and give you a good look back towards the door. But it's all painted now. We will paint the ceiling. Probably Kills white is what we're gonna do the ceiling. The rest of it's gonna be gray. And then on the gray walls will be white shiplap, and on the top will be a light blue shiplap over the white plywood. The door is installed. It's all in there, working well. Got plenty of windows in, so it'll let light in there. We're gonna put a window probably right here, and then probably one up there. And we're gonna put a window in the door, in this door here, that's right here. It'll also have a window in it. Well, that's that much more done. Before we put the shiplap up, I will retest all the electrical to make sure everything's okay and there's not a screw ran in something. I've been testing it along the way, but before we go any further, I want to test it again. So that will probably be what I do next. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll get back on here, get to work on it, and see what we can get done. See you tomorrow. Okay, here's some pictures of the ceiling after I painted them with the white keels. And now we're ready for the shiplap to be put on it. Sorry to say, but we ran into a snag on working on the trailer this weekend. My van has major issues when you drive it down the road. It just like it's going to jump out of the road. All the bushings, the lower and upper ball joints, the rubber's completely gone, along with the tie rod ends. This thing don't have many miles on it, but it's set up for 5 or 6 years when I first bought it, and they're all gone. So that's what we'll be doing this weekend, replacing. You can see right here the lower ball joint right there, and the tie rod end. All this stuff's kind of dry rotted. You can tell me if this is normal. Both sides are that way. Well, there it is, all apart. I've got the bushing pressed in there. That was lots of fun. Now let me get to the other side. The other side's all apart. There's the ball joint bushings are pressed in there, locked in there. I got the floor jack there to jack up to help me hold it. And then I'll put it back in there. Okay, the van's all put back together and fixed. Thank goodness. You know what I did for my Memorial Day weekend. Now, let's get working back on the trailer. This is what we get done. Okay, we got everything set up. I was here late last night and didn't get much on film cutting the shiplap. It starts out with 4x8 sheets, like laying on top of that car. And she stained it. And then I ripped it in 8-inch wide strips. And that's the shiplap that's going to be put. We're going to put a little bit of construction adhesive and some brad nails and see if that'll hold it on the ceiling. And as soon as we get that hung up, I can put my lights in. And then we're going to start on the walls. This wall first, preferably, so I can get my receptacles in. So the only hard part about the ceiling is when you get up here where everything's kind of different angles and everything in this corner. But now that we got it all ripped, we're going to start putting some construction adhesive on the back and putting it up there. Some brad nails hold it till that stuff takes hold. Let's get to work. Now there's the first piece of shiplap up. Now we can line everything else up off that one piece and cut them and kind of stagger them and then cut all the angles when we get up into the nose of the trailer. That's what it's going to take the longest amount of time. Let's get it done. Okay, there's part of it up. Got to cut it around the lights. This next piece has to be cut around one light, ceiling fan, and then 2 more lights. So there'll be 3 lights and a ceiling fan I'll cut this next piece. You can see how it's going to look. Okay, you can see here the two pieces I cut around the can lights in the ceiling and the ceiling fan, the exhaust fan up in the ceiling. You can see where I cut it all out. I just have one little piece left right here to notch out of the next piece, and that'll be all the cutting around the lights and things in the ceiling. Now let's get this next piece cut and get it up there and see what it looks like. Okay, here is the shiplap on the ceiling. The ceiling's completely finished, other than putting the frame around the ceiling fan, the roof vent fan, and the little can lights. I've got to wire those in and put those in. There's 4 of those. And when I get that done, the ceiling will be completely finished. And we're also thinking about doing an accent wall, this very back wall, which is great, just like the other one, it just looks darker. But we're thinking about putting the same blue shiplap down that wall right there, and then the rest of it is going to be white. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found something in this video that would help you in your project. If you would, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps a lot trying to grow the channel. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Keep moving forward.